The projected #1 overall pick in Caleb Williams announced on January 15, 2024 that he will be entering the NFL draft. Williams, who has been recognized as one of the best prospects to ever come out of college football, is eyeing that #1 overall pick. And who owns that? Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears. The Bears are currently weighing their options of what they could do at quarterback 1 with Justin Fields, if they should stick with him or go in a new direction. And anything is possible in this draft because the Bears are also weighing their options about the haul that they can get if they trade the #1 overall pick, depending on which team it's to. And that's who Caleb Williams' next home could be. I am here to break down a little bit more about Caleb Williams, what he brings to the table, and overall about the 2022 Heisman Trophy winner. There are a ton of ideal trade partners for him, such as the New England Patriots, the Washington Commanders, the Las Vegas Raiders, or even the New York Giants. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, thank you for tuning in. There is no doubt that Caleb Williams is one heck of an athlete and can be an instant star in this league like Texans quarterback CJ Stroud. And if you go to the right team, he could be a star out of the gate. And the Bears very well could be that team. But like I said, a lot of people are calling for that #1 pick. And before I get into more about Caleb Williams, if you're excited just as a fan that he has declared for the NFL draft and are going to see him in NFL action next season, make sure to hit that like button on this video and comment who you think Caleb Williams will end up playing for next year. So let's talk about Caleb Williams and his skills. According to ESPN, he is 6'1", 215 pounds. That's a big question a lot of people have had, I guess. But also more about Williams, he hasn't always just played for University of Southern California. He began his college career with the Oklahoma Sooners back in 2021, where he played 11 games with 1,912 passing yards, 21 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 442 rushing yards with 6 rushing touchdowns, totaling for a total of 2,354 yards of offense, 27 total touchdowns, and 4 turnovers. Not bad at all, because I bet the Oklahoma Sooners wish that they were able to retain him for what he's done at USC the last couple of years. After he transferred from Oklahoma to USC, he became a Heisman Trophy winner. In 2022, for University of Southern California, he had 14 games played with over 4,537 passing yards, 42 passing touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a 67% completion percentage, with totaling for almost 5,000 total yards of offense, 52 total touchdowns, and 5 turnovers. This dude just knows how to score, knows how to make plays, and knows how to be everywhere on the field and constantly make defenses wonder what they can do against it. This past season, he played in 12 games with 3,633 passing yards, 30 passing touchdowns, another 5 interceptions with a 65% completion percentage, totaling after 142 rushing yards and 11 rushing touchdowns for almost 3,800 yards of total offense, 41 total touchdowns, and 5 turnovers. Played 2 less games. You give him some more games, that dude could have easily broke over 4,000 yards total offense just himself and maybe even 50 touchdowns again. So how does he get stats like that? He has incredible athletic ability. He's crazy good at everything he does. He can throw on the move with ease, insane arm strength and accuracy, can make opportunities with his feet, whether that be running or passing the ball. He can take it himself and score, reads defenses so well, and overall just makes things happen when he needs to. I don't mind the Chicago Bears going out and get him. I don't, because honestly, look at all the quarterbacks in the league minus CJ Stroud, and honestly, like all of them, none of them played their first season. They were behind a quarterback. I think Justin Fields could be a good mentor for him. Keep Fields. What do you have to lose? He's still on his rookie contract. You draft Caleb Williams, you let him learn behind Fields, and then if Fields doesn't work out, you throw Williams out there with a year of experience, and it could make him a better ball player. But I do think that would be a big mistake for this Bears front office, as everyone is behind Justin Fields still. And let's say you draft Caleb Williams because everyone was kind of holding their cards close to their chest before the trade, but then he's taken and everyone starts calling right after like, hey, we want him. Hey, we want him. We'll give you our pick. Please let us have Caleb Williams. Could be a good strategy for Chicago. But a lot of this also depends on the combine, how he does there. He could fall. I mean, who knows? His stats fell from a year, compared to last year's Heisman Trophy season, could fall again in the stock because of the draft combine. Who knows? Also, two things. He struggles against top 25 teams. He rips it against teams that he needs to. That's great. We love that. We love what you're supposed to do. But when it comes to the big games, he's 1-4 against top 25 teams. He has a 19% lower completion percentage. Almost all his interceptions over his college career have come against top 5 teams, and he can't throw touchdowns against them. Not only that, this really doesn't matter, I think, but he is a Packers fan. He's expressed that a ton of times, and I think that the only two teams that he wouldn't play for is the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. But I don't know. We'll see. It's just crazy. This guy has so much potential and so much power as a player in a way. I mean, he's never played it out in the NFL, so I'm not giving him ownership of a team if those rumors are even true. And he hasn't proven anything, but with what he's put on the table and his resume, pretty darn impressive. Put your thoughts in the comment section below about if you want Caleb Williams or not. But with that, thank you as always for tuning in this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Nick Brody, and as always, bear down, baby.